All right, now let's look at the transfer window close and the status of the European League. The window is shut. I think some clubs must have smiled, others maybe panicked, others maybe overspent. But now I wanted to know, what is that transfer that has shocked you this season?
I don't know if I'm going to call it shock, Pearl, because it was always coming. But at the end of it all, Liverpool's acquisition of Alexander Isak has probably been the biggest of the acquisitions in the transfer window. However, that is rivaled by Man City getting Gianluigi Donnarumma, the Italian goalkeeper from PSG. This guy is going to win the Golden Gloves this year because of the things he has done with PSG. This guy was outstanding for Italy at the last in the last internationals, and he's up there with the best goalkeepers in the world. What he did with PSG in the Champions League this year puts him up as arguably the best in Europe. I mean, that competition came on Thibaut Courtois, but Courtois was injured for half of that season, and it comes from Alisson at Liverpool. But I think Donnarumma right now would claim that as number one. So that Man City have got him on the final day of the transfer, and it was quiet, I think, because it was covered up a lot by Alexander Isak. I think that those two are the biggest coups this summer. Although earlier, of course, there was Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal, there was Benjamin Sesko and Belmo and Matthias Cunha to Man United. You had Liverpool getting Hugo Ekitike. You had Chelsea getting Estevao and Joao Pedro and Liam Delap and Jamie Gittens. I know you thought all these clubs had done well, but Liverpool's getting of Alexander Isak for me just tips the scales.
Yeah, I think Arsenal did well. They got a good signing in Gyökeres. People are reading so much into his start. He scored 2 goals, the penalty against Leeds and the other one from open play. He drew blanks against United and Liverpool. But I think he'll come good. I'm almost.
He will, yeah. Right now he's looking like a flat stroke.
He'll
plays against the small ones only. But I think, I agree with you. A goal scorer is a goal scorer.
I think, listen, this is just August, and there's still a lot of football to be played between now and May in many competitions. So remember, this is a year in which you're going to have AFCON happening in December. You're going to have World Cup qualifiers along the way. So squad depth is very, very important. And that's why I think Liverpool have done the best business, Mark, because they're going to lose Mo Salah in December. And then, actually, AFCON is going to happen during Christmas and New Year's.
Yes.
So at the time when games are coming in thick and fast, squad depth is important. That's why a team which has got Isak and Ekitike, they are going to be in a very advantaged position.
Yeah, and Florian Wirtz, by the way.
And Florian Wirtz as well. So I agree with Mark. I mean, for me, what Liverpool did this transfer season, it's obscene.
Yeah.
I've not known Liverpool to be such spenders, but they've shown a statement of intent by pulling off the signing of Florian Wirtz for the amount of money they did when they signed him very, very early. And then they didn't stop there. They signed Ekitike from Frankfurt. I didn't see that coming. I thought United were the front runners. And then they didn't stop there. They went out and spent that obscene amount of money for Isak. Obviously, I think part of that decision was influenced by the loss of Diego Jota, which no one saw coming.
Yes.
That tragic accident.
Which and then the departure of both Diaz and Nunes.
And then the departure of both Diaz and Nunes. But they've done very, very well.
That's 2 players who cost over £100 million each.
Yes.
I mean, you don't think that any club in the world can do that in the same summer.
Yes.
And on top of that, like you said, they added Ekitike, who was just less than 100, but a lot of money. That's upwards of 70.
Yes.
And then 2 fullbacks in Frimpong and
Crackers. Yes. In fact, Mark, if I was Federico Chiesa, I think I'd just be trying to
look for another
club because Chiesa is still young.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's won the European Championships with Italy. but I just don't see him getting playing time beyond the 3-4 minutes in stoppage time mark, because there's going to be huge competition, and then there is that kid who scored the winner against
Rio
Ngumoha. So, listen,
It's going to be tough, but you see,
Liverpool have done fantastic business
fantastic. But Mark, Chiesa has already played more to start this season
than never did last season.
because at least he's come on off the bench.
And he's a good player. He's a good player.
The bench
I
and
love-
scored that.
He doesn't look like Italians because there's a lot of running in him.
Yes.
He's quite physical. He chases lost causes. I've always been a big fan of him. It was unfortunate that he suffered that injury. Yeah, I mean he's
He's
meant for the Premier League.
and he's
Yes.
definitely going to be a star for Italy at the World Cup,
Yeah.
regardless of how much playing time
Yeah.
he has at Liverpool.
And he's the
But I
son
think-
of the legend Enrico Chiesa.
Yeah, but I think it's
Come
going
on,
to
come
be-
on.
Yeah, so for part that's the situation with England. I don't think, to be honest, that outside of England, the top 5 leagues in Europe shook up the transfer market the way that you think they would. That shows you where the money, the power of the money is. Because there was a time when Italy would dominate. All the best players would be going there. The money would be spent by either Silvio Berlusconi or the Agnelli family of Juventus or the Inter guys and all. That's where the money was. Roma, Lazio, and who. Now the money is in England. And what the top 6 clubs, what they've done. Because, I mean, you look at a club like Spurs, who looked like they were not spending after Liverpool, and Man U had splashed out, after Arsenal had splashed out, and Chelsea, and Man City, who splashed out earlier. And then Spurs go and get Xavi Simons and Kolo Muani almost on the last day of the
Yeah.
window. I mean, those are 2 top class players, one from France, one French.
And this is the same Spurs which had signed Mohamed Kudus from West Ham.
Kudus, yeah. So you're talking about clubs in England, and that has happened all the way down to the Nottingham Forests and the Brightons of this world. All of them, everybody has brought in someone huge. On the other hand,
Sunderland signed the former Arsenal captain, Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka. So I mean, all the way down, they've brought them in.
I think Madrid's
By
biggest
contrast, you
signing.
look at Real Madrid and Barcelona, and they've barely done any ground-shaking business.
Yeah, Madrid's biggest signing, Mark, was a defender from Bournemouth. I love him. I think he's going to improve. Madrid really struggled defensively with injuries. The injury to Militao, and then along the way, the German defender Rodiger was also in and out. I think he's going to make them better.
Yes.
Obviously, and I think that was the biggest signing for Real Madrid.
Did you say actually? Yeah, because and he's already started contributing. I saw even against Mallorca when they were struggling, he popped up on the other end because of his aerial prowess, because of the English game and all that influence. He had an assist off the head, which
It's quite tall.
At a time when they badly needed it. You can imagine Barcelona's news in the summer. In this summer was Marcus Rashford. So that's how bad in comparison it is, because I mean he can barely even get a kick at Barcelona. I saw him come on there. His body language is still funny. I saw him come on in the last game for Barcelona as a sub. They struggled actually badly against Rayo Vallecano. They should have lost that game. Vallecano missed about 8 open chances on goal, and I mean 8 to win that game. And Barcelona do it 1-1 without having an influence from Marcus Rashford, but it's only business they did. Then when you go to, PSG themselves, the big boys, because I think their team is really strong, they didn't make that many signings. Neither did and the Italians, AC Milan, Inter, Juventus, not too many. I think Inter have taken Manuel Akanji from Man City, and that's a loan deal. But perhaps the other club outside of England that did some business, Napoli. In the top 5. Yeah, Napoli did business.
Huge business.
That is
they got
Kevin De Bruyne.
And they've got Rasmus Højlund. They've done some
business. But the other one is Bayern Munich, Mark.
Yeah, Bayern did business. They got Tah from Leverkusen.
Tah from Leverkusen, the defender, the German defender. They got Luis Diaz from
big acquisition.
Liverpool.
I still do not know.
And they've got Nicolas Jackson on loan from Chelsea.
I still don't know. Well, I don't know why Liverpool let go of Luis Diaz. I'm a big fan of Luis Diaz.
Me too.
A guy who can play many positions. Has got silky feet. He scores goals. He can play in wide positions. I don't know why they let him go. But they've strengthened.
Yeah, definitely. They've and they've shopped in England, Bayern Munich, for the first time, I mean, for them to be really, shopping. I mean, they got Hurricane
Yes.
the season before, and then they had Nicholas Jackson and Luis Diaz from England. It's a quite a turnaround from what they've been doing. But largely, Pal, yes, that's a roundup of what happened in the window. It was dominated by the Premier
Wow,
League
guys.
and by the big boys.